Back in the 1990s, last century, I created this image in Illustrator using the pen tool. It's the very first thing I ever created using the pen tool. And before you say, wow, there's nothing wow about it. It was very crude, and I'm going to show you the file in a second. I needed a reference image. Now, you got to understand, in the 1990s, we're in dial-up age. Google was founded in 1998. There's no YouTube. There are no video tutorials. There's no tutorial sites. If you wanted to learn something, you went down to a bookstore and bought a book on Illustrator and looked for the pen tool section. Well, I wanted to create this, so I just taught myself. And I did it much like some of you are using the pen tool now. Very crude, very embarrassing to show you this. You can see all the anchor points. Let me zoom in on this. All I'm doing is clicking and clicking and clicking, and I'm making straight lines all over the place. It's just ridiculous. Okay? This is no way to use the pen tool. But then when you add the gradient, when you add all this detail out here, and finish this off, it's not so bad. But it's also not so good. So this is about making the leap from I don't know how to use this tool to, hey, how about I learn how to use this tool so I can create stuff like these kids did. And I've already talked about these self-portraits, and that was done back here in the Student Spotlight Self-Portraits mission, where, I talk you through what went on. I left these images sitting, not in Illustrator, I left these images sitting here for you so you could look and say, hey, how did they handle noses? How did they handle shadows? What different strategies did they use for hair? What can I do to simplify my project in order to understand how to create a self-portrait? So you can look through these. These are kind of reference images, and yeah, they got better every year. And like I've told you before, this is a freshman imitating his senior big brother who graduated the year before, and this is Big Brother. Okay, so you can see this is a veteran in the Mac Lab who created something pretty cool. This is a rookie who'd never used Illustrator in his life and was asked to learn how to use it right at the beginning of the year. And he created this. So no excuses. I'm new to Illustrator, all this stuff. These other kids did it. I'm going to work with you and show you how to use this photo right here. I'm going to walk you through setting this up, and then we're going to just kind of take an accelerated trip into the pen tool and learn how to use this. And I'm going to show you a small collection of tricks that's going to allow you to create virtually anything. Maybe not from scratch, but if you've got a reference image you can use as a template to trace over, well, there's no reason you can't replicate that artistically without going click, 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 click with using the pen tool as it's designed to be used in order to create smooth curves and not a series of straight lines.